We'll continue to read from the Caitanya Caritamrita. Today we are on chapter 1, Adi-Lila, chapter 1. Jai Jai Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So, Yad Advaitam Brahmopanishadi Tad Api Asya Tanubha Ya Amantari Yami Purusha Etiso Ashyamsha Vibaha Sad Aishwarye Purno Ya Iha Bhagavan Saswayam Ayam Na Chaitanyat Krishna Jagati Paratatvam Param Iha. Translation. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord, known as the Supersoul, is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. So in the Upanishads, there is reference to this Brahma Jyoti. And here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that what is this Brahma Jyoti? The Brahma Jyoti is the light which is coming out from the body of Krishna. And then Krishna also enters into each and every atom in this universe, in the material world, and as well as in the hearts of each and every living entity. He enters in the hearts of not only the human beings, but also of trees, of aquatics, the fish, the birds, the reptiles, each and every living entity, even the germs and the bacteria, the microbes. And then Lord Chaitanya, who is he? He's Krishna himself. He's the supreme absolute truth. Krishna is full in 6 opulences: knowledge, beauty, wealth, renunciation, strength, fame. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya is full in all 6 opulences, and there is no other truth which is greater or equal to him. So we always want to understand what's the truth, but not the relative truth. We are always speaking about is relative truth, is relative to that time, place, and circumstance. But what is the absolute truth which never changes? And that is Sri Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Text 4. Anarpita charin chirat karunya vatirnaha kalau samarpayitum unnattojvala rasam swabhakti shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Dyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha Sada Hridaya Kandare Sfuratau Va Shachi Nandanaha. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is offering such a great blessing to us. He's offering such a great benediction that may Lord Chaitanya be situated in the core of our heart. And what is his complexion? Krishna is blackish bluish, but Lord Chaitanya, his complexion is molten gold. He has the complexion of Srimati Radharani. Why? Because he has taken the mood of Srimati Radharani. And he has come here in this Kali Yuga, and Krishna keeps coming in so many incarnations. There's countless incarnations of Krishna, but he never gives his own love, the highest love of conjugal love, the mellow that the gopis have for Krishna. He never came to give that. But Lord Chaitanya, he's the one who revealed us that this is the highest form of love. And if we want, we can take it. And that begins by chanting the Hare Krishna Ma mantra. So text 5. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Shladini Shakti Rasmat Ekat Manav Api Bhuvi Pura Deha Vedam Katautau Chaitanyakyam Praktam Aduna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now, these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. So, Krishna, he is Swayam Bhagavan, he is the Supreme Lord, and he has his internal potency by which he enjoys, by which he feels pleasure. And since time immemorial, he and his pleasure potency have separated. And his pleasure potency is called Srimati Radharani. So for the sake of enjoying loving pastimes, his pleasure potency and himself separated eternally. And then now what has happened is they both have again combined, and they have come as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then, as we just said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but with the mood of Radharani, in the mood of a devotee, to teach us how we can serve Krishna, how we can become lovers of Krishna, how we can attract Krishna's heart. Lord Chaitanya came to taste Radharani's love for him. He wanted to know, what is she feeling? How come she feels so much pleasure in serving me? So he said, I cannot understand that as being the object of service. I have to become my own servant to be able to understand how much pleasure my devotee feels. So being a devotee of Krishna is really a very high platform. Being a servant of Krishna is very high platform. Very high. This material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. So whatever is the highest in the spiritual world appears to be the lowest in this material world. In this material world, being a servant appears to be the lowest. It is the lowest. Oh, I'm servant. Everybody is all too up than me. And then, but in the spiritual world, the same mood is the highest mood. And whatever is the highest here in the material world, that is the lowest in the spiritual world. You know, because it's a reflection. What we think is very pleasurable here, last, that I need to fulfill all my desires. All that we think is very great here in the material world, but actually that's the lowest. Any questions or comments?
No, all good.
So then text 6. Radhaya pranaya mahima
Vanaya
Vadyo yena adbhuta madhurima Shobhamadiyaha Saukyam chasya mad anubhavataha Kidesham veti lobhati bhava
that Bhagavad Gita
Sachikarbhas.
Sachigarpa Sindhu Rin Tuha.
Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. So this is the internal reason. The external reason Lord Chaitanya came is to establish the Yuga Dharma. The Yuga Dharma is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So he came to establish that. As Krishna says, he comes to always establish the religious principles. But the internal reason is he wanted to understand the glory of Radharani's love. He couldn't understand it by being Krishna himself. He had to take the position of a devotee. He had to take her position to feel what she is feeling. He's like, I'm God, but she's feeling more pleasure than me. What is it that she's seeing in me that makes her so happy? What is it that's in me that makes her love me so much? So he had to take her, the position, her mood. And what is the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love? You know, like a boy and a girl, even here in our material world, a boy and a girl, they like each other. So the girl, but when she understands that so the girl likes the boy and she has affection for him. But when she understands that he also likes her, then she has that great happiness. Her heart is full of happiness when she understands, oh, this boy that I like very much also likes me very much. He also loves me very much. So then she feels happiness. So Krishna wanted to understand what is this happiness that Radharani is feeling. And so he appeared in the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi. Srimati Sachi Devi is Lord Chaitanya's mother. So we can stop here for today.
Okay.
Caritamrita ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much for joining in. Hare Krishna. Why am I not able to?